Hi everyone, this week's Parsha is Parshat Shemot. And in this week's Parsha, we see the character that we're about to follow for pretty much the rest of the Torah, and that character being Moshe. Now, toward the beginning of Moshe's life, we see he was saved from the basket by the daughter of Paro. Then the Torah goes on to tell us that Moshe grew up. It says, Vayigdal hayeled, that this boy grew up. And in the following pasuk, in the following verse, it says, again, Vayigdal Moshe, that Moshe grew up. So this begs the obvious question, this double language here in psukim two back-to-back verses. How is it possible that Moshe grew up twice? What is this talking about? So Rashi points out that the first Vayigdal, the first growing up that Moshe has, was physical. Moshe grew up, he was a young kid, he became a teenager. And the second Vayigdal that Moshe grew up referred to Moshe becoming mature. Now, what context is the second Vayigdal in, that Moshe all of a sudden becomes a mature figure, that he grows up? It's in the context of when Moshe goes out and sees the suffering of the Jewish people, and then he goes on to seeing the Egyptian hitting the Jew, and then he kills the Egyptian, etc. Most of us know the story. But this moment where Moshe grows up is that instance where he sees other people suffering. He starts to look out for people other than himself. And when you think about it, in nature, children, specifically babies, are the most selfish people you will ever find, right? Because they have no other motive except for caring for themselves. And in this moment we're seeing right now, Moshe grows out of that. So we see it's a very important attribute in terms of Jewish leadership for us not to just be looking out for ourselves, but for other people as well, as we see in this double Vayigdal pointed out by Rashi in the beginning of this week's Parsha. And I give everyone a bracha that we're really able to keep our eyes open for areas where it might not be so obvious to us to look out for other people, and put in that extra effort to see if we could be of assistance to anyone in need. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.